right, it's time to get uplifted. Thanks so much for joining me this week. I'm Annie Yu, filling in for my good friend Allison Seymour. Don't you worry, she'll be back in no time. It is the perfect time of the year. You know, the temperature is dropping, and that means you have every excuse to cuddle on the sofa with that special someone. And of course, yeah, we're referring to our feline friends. We know that they are the best. First of all, they're low maintenance and they make us feel all warm and fuzzy inside, especially when our days stress us out. And they deserve some extra love and pampering right now because December happens to be National Cat Lovers Month. So in honor of this month, we're going to spend this episode of Get Uplifted celebrating the kitties who have purred their ways into our hearts and home. And we're going to spotlight ways that you can show them love and really love them. The cat's out of the bag. We start in the city of Richmond, Virginia. A whole lot happier in that town. The city's unofficial mascot, Francine, is back to greeting customers at Lowe's after going missing for several weeks earlier this fall. Lowe's says that Francine has been there sitting on those boxes and wandering around their store for the past 8 years, and many say they've even stopped by the store just to say hi to Francine. I mean, she's really become a part of the staff there. Community members say they were devastated when Francine disappeared. Many led searches around the area, and Lowe's corporate team says that they used thermal drones even and professional trackers, surveillance cameras to find Francine, and eventually they did. So good news. Lowe's says that they found Francine a couple of hours away at their regional distribution center in North Carolina. The community, of course, celebrated Francine's return to Richmond by hosting a giant party. Take a look.
What's your message to Francine?
Francine, I miss you, and I wanted to find you.
This shows how much love that people have, not just for Francine, but like the city itself. So it's pretty cool.
As soon as we found out Francine was missing, we knew we had to tell the community. I cried.
I think I was cooking dinner and I almost burned my food.
My heart started to sink a little bit, but this past Sunday, when we saw our first sighting, it definitely brought him straight back up.
Now that she's back, it's like with everything going on, it's a weight off my shoulders.
I don't think boxes are that comfortable.
I used to work with Francine. She's become a Richmond icon.
We're the Francines. We just wanted to pick an interesting name, and we thought, what's more Richmond than Francine?
I reached out to Taylor Swift, America's Cat Mom, because Francine, our ultimate showgirl, we're hoping that she could be the next bonus track.
It's more than a cat, it's the community. You know, it is about Francine ultimately, but it's also a story about how our community came together. We've got lots of orgs here benefiting. We've got our donation drive, we're having our raffle, and the SPCA is getting 10% of the food and drink proceeds tonight.
So grateful for Francine being home.
Love the vibe, love the atmosphere, good music. It's just, what a night, for real.
You couldn't ask for a better night than a night like this. Like, it's just, everyone's there having a good time. Like, the weather is just great.
They'll talk more about this than they will the political news on the show tonight, right?
Francine, welcome home. We love you so much. And Francine for President 2025.
Francine, welcome back home, and we are so excited for you.
For Francine, I love you dearly, and I miss you, and I'm gonna come visit you and give you all the pets and the little treats that you enjoy.
There's something to be said about community and bringing people together, and if a cat can do that, man, imagine what we could do outside of just that as people together. Like, it's really beautiful, honestly.
I mean, an absolute superstar. You just saw it there. Francine is beloved by the community. That whole gathering was for Francine. And we just want to remind you, your pets are special too and loved. An artist with over 30,000 followers on TikTok is helping hundreds of us pet owners preserve our memories by painting custom portraits of our kitties. And Gracie Phillips mainly takes custom orders, but sometimes will take inspiration from photos that she finds online of other people's cats. Though her focus is mainly our feline friends, she says that she's open to painting other animals and even offers a 10% discount for customers who ask her to paint a species or cat breed that she hasn't painted before. And earlier this fall, Allison spoke to Gracie about the impact of her artwork. Take a look here.
So, of course, I have to ask you first, what inspired you to have your artwork centered around cats?
Yeah, so actually, I started with all kinds of pets. I started with dogs, chameleons, horses, cats, all the above. And I realized that there were a lot of other people like me who were just as obsessed with their pets. And when I lost my childhood dog, I also saw that pet loss and grief were something not easily talked about. And so I wanted to do something in order to help people deal with that loss and deal with that grief. So I started my business making pay what you can memorials so that people could just offer whatever that their pockets allowed, and I could just paint them something to help them with their grief. And then it wasn't until 2023 that I actually got my first ever cat. Never been a cat person my entire life, and then in 2023 I got a tabby cat named Mulch, and he completely changed the trajectory of my art. He is just a mischievous, perfect little guy. He loves love. And I realized that cats are everywhere that you don't want them to be. And so that's kind of what inspired my artwork and helped me to find my niche.
I love that. And so it's not just like cat portraits, but the way that you do it is so creative with the different backgrounds and all of that. And I see some behind you there. Can you just sort of describe what goes into these pieces of art?
Yes, absolutely. I also have a couple here to show you.
Okay.
I have this one as well. So this is a spaghetti cat.
Oh, that's
And basically what goes into these is a lot of the times the client will tell me a little bit about their cat, tell me their names, and I will come up with something in order to kind of creatively tie that into the painting. So I've painted ramen cats, I've painted nacho cats, spaghetti cats, I've done circus cats. And so pretty much I just like to take the name of the cat and fit it into whatever funny, silly portrait I can.
So I'm thinking of, I have two dogs. I'm a dog person. And so my little dog, the baby, she's 3, her name is Fifi. So I can imagine her in a beret with perhaps the Eiffel Tower behind her, something like that.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's just a matter of what the person wants and what their pet is like. So a lot of the times we as pet owners know that our pets are so individual and so unique. And so it's important to me to try to capture that into each painting.
I love it. Look, and now you're about to get a new customer in me, so I need to ask for those watching, how can how can we buy a piece of this original artwork, and what's the feedback been like from people that that you've created pieces for?
Yes, absolutely. So, in order to reach me, the easiest way is through my Instagram or my TikTok, which is going to be long dog art because my dog is very long. Or you can reach me via email at ldareferences@gmail.com. Both of those ways are very good to reach me. And the feedback that I have gotten on my art has been absolutely incredible. I have caused a lot of good tears, good tears, because my art has been able to help bring back a piece of people's pets when they lose them. And that has honestly been so inspirational to me and to other people. A dream of mine is to actually foster cats and use my art and my platform in order to home those cats. And so I hope that my art will be able to do that for me and be able to get some cats some homes. So
I love that. What's the turnaround time? How long typically do you take to create one of your pieces?
yeah, so these take a lot of love, a lot of time. So they do take a little longer. They take about 2 months to get. So once you send me your photos, it takes about 2 to 3 months in order for you to receive your painting.
Okay, that sounds great. And before we let you go, can you show us a couple other pieces there, some of your favorites maybe?
Yes, absolutely. I have a lot of favorites. A bunch of my favorites are the ones that are a little special. So, of course, we do have the spaghetti cat here. And then I have one of my kitty here as well to show you guys because not everybody likes the full body special portraits. I also do regular bust portraits. And so I have this one here of my cat. And I love doing the silly faces. So anything unconventional, I'm your girl.
Love it. Gracie Phillips, you are so super talented, but it's much more, we love our, I hate to even call them pets, our little fur babies. And so what you're doing is really, really special, and we appreciate your time today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I'm going to be contacting you.
Sounds good.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
Oh, really enjoyed that. Gracie also posted a video on her TikTok showing us and how we can paint a portrait of our own cats.
Here's a tutorial on how to paint your own pet portrait. I start by sketching basic shapes of the pet, referencing a photo. I find it easier to take a simplified sketch from that photo to use as my reference. Next, I'm doing a color wash. Because this is a black cat, I'm going to use cerulean blue. For warm tone animals, I'd use burnt sienna. Anyway, I went back in and defined all my shapes again, and started filling it in. I suggest layering the paint on thick because it'll help later on. I'm using a little bit of blue and magenta mixed in with tube black to make a nice medium tone, and I mixed a little bit of gray-green in with my white. Next, I do the background. If you want a tutorial on lines, that's another video, and start defining my eyes. It doesn't have to be perfect. I go back and forth with the pupil color and the iris color a lot. I go ahead and define my eyes and start layering. It takes upwards of 20 layers in various shades to achieve what I do. So just be patient and keep on layering with short brush strokes. Next, I went in and added more details to the eyes and the nose. You'll see that in a second. Always referencing my reference photo. And now I think I'm ready for the ears. So I go in the ears with a solid color and then I blend it out with a light color. After doing the inside of the ears, I outline in the fur color and then add the inside little fur bits. Meanwhile, in between these, I've done multiple layers in that fur in various shades, so just keep on layering the fur texture. Now, if you want a full in-depth video on color mixing and the colors that I choose, let me know. This is how the painting is looking now, and then I have to go in and add the light tone. I always add the highlights last, so that's what you're seeing here. Add that lightest shade, add the reflection in the eye, add all the weight and the whiskers, and you're done.
Well, we know you love to snuggle up with your fur babies, but sometimes they may resist your love. Don't worry though, you can still get your cuddle time in, and Kaya Porras has over 80,000 followers on Instagram, and she crochets weighted animals, including, as you saw there, kitties, bears, even ferrets, and they are so soft and so cute, making them the perfect cuddle buddy substitute. Kaya sells her creations and original patterns so that you can make these too or even purchase one, and she joins us now via Zoom to talk more about her business and her efforts. And Kaya's Crochet is what it's called. Kaya, I love your work. They're so cute, and it reminds me of when my daughter was younger, how much she wanted a pet so badly, and we would substitute her with the stuffed version of it until we could actually get a real dog. Is that sort of the idea behind these?
Yeah, that's actually what I used to do as a kid too, so I definitely understand that.
Yeah, and you've been selling your crochet animals, making them for over 3 years now. What has some of your favorite creations been?
I would definitely say some of my favorites are my snuggle bear, my soup belly cat, and I haven't made these in a while, but I always love a bunny in a hat and overalls. I think that's super cute.
That's so cute. That's so cute. Where do you get the inspiration for these creations?
I sometimes, browse other people's art, whether that's crochet or something else. For my snuggle kitty specifically, I had a family member ask me to make a cat for her friend, and so that color and that design is based off that specific cat. But like style and structure wise, I took inspiration from my snuggle bear since so many people liked it, and I decided to make a snuggle kitty version, and that got a lot of love, so that was that made me happy.
We're showing some of them now, and they are absolutely darling. You've also just released a pattern in October to make a kitty, which is of course perfect for snuggling. Talk to us about what inspired that particular design, and also talk about the skills. I mean, this is not just, for beginners. This is a labor of love here.
Yes, so like I said, that cat was based off my family member's friend's cat, and that snuggle style was just something that I had seen on other plushies, like non-handmades. It's kind of like Jellycat as well. And basically, you really just need to know basic amigurumi techniques like you would for any crochet plushie, and how to color change. I've had a lot of reviews tell me that it was actually really easy to understand, and I include a lot of pictures, so I didn't want to make it too complicated so anyone can make their own little snuggle kitty.
Okay, well, that gives us beginners some hope here, or some newbies. What do you hope your customers take away from seeing your creations or even buying your patterns to create their own?
I hope that whether people are buying my patterns or my plushies or just seeing my work, that they appreciate the time and effort that goes into all of that, and that they possibly, feel inspired to create their own art, whether that's also crochet or something entirely different.
And most importantly, where can we see more of your work and also purchase your work?
So my patterns are on my Etsy at Kaya's Crochet Corner.
Excellent. Okay, well, Kaya, thank you so much, and we're sending you much success and continued success, and thank you so much for sharing your love for crocheting with us.
Thank you so much. And I did want to mention, if you want any updates on patterns and plushies and my shop links, they're all available on my Instagram at Kaya's Crochet.
Perfect. All right, Kaya,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much for having me.
Of course. If you are looking for a less time commitment DIY that still honors your kitties, well, this may be the perfect option. Eugen O has about 24,000 followers on TikTok, and their page is dedicated to making animals, flowers, cartoon characters, and also seasonal objects out of pipe cleaners. And their most viral video, check it out, shows users how to make a cat out of pipe cleaners. This is remarkable. It's close to 4 million views right now, and hundreds of people in the comments replying to this video, showing off their recreations and also commenting on her work. Eugen also launched a business to sell the masterpieces, and last month Allison spoke to her about what inspired her to start making DIYs out of pipe cleaners.
Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Seoul today. We really, really do appreciate it. Let me jump right in. What inspired you to start creating this artwork out of pipe cleaners?
I love making things with my hands since I was a child. One day I saw a video online showing how to make flowers with pipe cleaners, and I thought it was amazing. I tried it myself and I was really fun. Especially because I realized I could make more than just flowers.
And boy, did you. So you made this cat out of pipe cleaners, and it went viral. Can you tell me about what that experience was like?
I haven't expected this huge response because I just uploaded my video as normal, but suddenly, just right after I posted my video, so many likes, comments, and followers came. So I was so thankful then, and it was my first time my videos go viral. So I cried because so many people made comments for me on comments. So after I posted my video for about a week, I checked the TikTok application every 5 minutes. Seeing people share photos was so touching. So I proudly showed it to my family, and they were so happy and congratulated me.
Wow, I'm sure they were so surprised and so proud. So I see you have some of your artwork in front of you. Can you brag on that a little bit and show me some of the artwork that's in front of you?
Oh yeah, well, I like to say my one of favorites creation is this Minions.
Oh.
I made it because I'm a huge fan of this movie. So this purple one is the Evil Minion. It's also my favorite. So I made it this Minions, and it also becomes more viral. So it's my one of the favorites creations.
Yeah, they're so cute. I like the Minions too. So you decided to use pipe cleaners. So what is the benefit of using pipe cleaners? Are they easy to work with? Why would you say that people maybe should try it themselves, working with pipe cleaners?
There are so many benefits because number one is it's very lightweight, and it comes in wide variety of colors. So if I doing wrong, you can unravel and try it again because it's very flexible. And the second, you can make flat 2D design as well as 3D shapes. Also, you can make big size or small size, anything you can make. And the last one, they hold their shape well over time. So it is the best. I think it is the best materials making decoration something.
And I see you display them behind you there. What do you do with most of the things that you make? What do you do with most of the pieces that you make?
I usually display my finished creation around my home, like on shelf on my desk, or even in the bathroom, or I give this as a gift to my friends. And like this Halloween or Christmas season, I change the decoration, which I make like a tree or the Halloween cats like this. So it feels great to see my handmade decoration as part of my home.
I love that. And how can people see your social media? Should we log on to TikTok, Instagram? How do we find you?
I usually run on TikTok, so you can follow me on TikTok at Dongkul. It spells as DONGKUL. So I regularly post my pipe cleaner creations and tutorial there, so you can get new ideas and learn how to make them yourself.
I love it. This is Yujin Oh. We appreciate your time. Have a beautiful day in gorgeous Seoul, South Korea. And again, thank you so much for joining us from around the world. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I am just blown away by Yujin's talent. That is incredible. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, an animal trainer is joining us with tips to teaching your cat a trick or two. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. Well, many of us have probably heard the saying, cats can't be trained, but that's not true. Just like dogs, cats can give high fives, jump through your arms, and even shake your hand. Teaching your cat these tricks can help improve their behavioral skills and also, of course, be fun. A certified canine fitness trainer, Liana Burgoyne, joins us now, and she runs Liana Fit Canine Conditioning. It's a virtual pet training company that specializes in dogs, but has also taught cats as well. Thanks for joining us, Liana. I love this. It's virtual, so first of all, the convenience factor is there.
Yes, and it's easier to learn this way for a lot of animals, even for the people. There's a lot less stress and distraction going on, and all it matters is that I do what you have to do when I'm not around. So it's really effective.
It's a win-win. Why is there a misconception that cats can't be trained?
I think it has to do with their reputation for being independent, but the reality is that cats can be more food motivated than dogs. They can be, actually, they can learn by observation better than dogs. So it's sometimes the same.
What are some of the hurdles that owners face when trying to teach a cat a trick?
Yeah, definitely the treats is a thing. I like to use a liquid treat because it tends to be higher value to the learner. They like it better than drier treats.
Okay, so we're looking at some tricks now. Stand pretty, you've got spin. What are some of the other tricks that most cats can learn?
They can learn almost anything that your dog can. We were going to show you how to jump through a hoop, and in this case, my arms. So we'll see what she's into today.
Okay, now what are some of the biggest challenges you think when teaching a cat versus a dog, or similarities even?
As you reinforce or reward behaviors that you like, then those behaviors will keep happening. So in that way, it's really similar. Sometimes I think cats need more of a break than dogs, but dogs need a break too. So it kind of depends on the personality and the conditions of the environment as well.
Very true. And I see your kitty there sitting pretty, waiting to be the star of the show. So can you show us a good way to train our cat or show us some tricks here?
Yeah. So I was going to show you how to jump through a hoop, or my arms in this case. And what we did is we started by just getting her to walk over my arm first by luring her with the delicious treat. See how she stretches over? Mm-hmm. We're going to see if she'll step over. Yeah, there we go. Yes. And then I mark and reward for when she does it. And then let's get her to come back so you can see. Then we get her to jump by making the arm a little bit higher. Okay, she cheated that time.
Okay, how can people sign up for a session with you?
They can find me on lianafit.com. That's LIANAFIT.com. And there are several buttons to click for a free virtual consultation so we can get on a Zoom call and talk about how I can help you.
Well, we want to end this episode by showing you how you can make an impact. And this is Minnie, everybody, and Millie, her mama. They are joining us in the studio alongside Alisa Willie, who is fostering them both for Pets Bring Joy Cat Rescue. That's in Fairfax, Virginia. But these two are up for adoption right now, and they are looking for their perfect home. Now, are they a bonded pair, Lisa?
They are. They very much so are. Millie is mama to Minnie, and they are bonded and up for adoption together.
So tell us about the mission of Pets Bring Joy Rescue.
Pets Bring Joy is a foster home-based 501c3 rescue, and they are serving in Northern Virginia, DC, and suburban Maryland.
Okay, perfect. DMV.
And they help cats in high-risk shelters, as well as owner surrenders. And then they help TNR folks like me with friendlies like Millie to find a warm home inside.
So your work doesn't end here with the rescue. I mean, you are really pouring your time and effort into the community as well as far as cats go.
That's true. So the backstory with Millie is that I actually tracked her as part of a trap, neuter, and return effort. And she, I thought, usually we expect them to be feral, but she was friendly.
So how can people adopt Minnie and Millie?
They can go to the Pets Bring Joy website, which is pbj.org, and press on adopt. You can pre-apply for them. They'll be ready for adoption when she's about 12 weeks old and fully vetted. And a representative will call you and tell you and get you all signed up.
Wonderful. And there are some adoption events coming up as well, right?
There are. Every Saturday there are events at PetSmart in Fairfax, as well as Mac in DC.
Okay, excellent.
You can follow them on Pets Bring Joy website. Or on Facebook and Instagram.
Wonderful. Okay, so if you have room in your heart and your house for these two ladies, they are up for adoption right now. Lisa, thank you so much for all the work that you do in our community. And should we end them together here side by side? Mama, Minnie and Millie, they want to come all with you for their forever home. All right. Thank you so much, Lisa.
All right.
All righty. Thanks so much for joining me this week. If you want more uplifting stories, you can watch our Get Uplifted stream right here on WUSA 9+, and you can get your daily dose of Get Uplifted and cuteness on WUSA 9 Mornings. Stay uplifted, everybody. Bye.